Hello everyone, I am Revati, Assistant Professor, Department of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science, Ramco Institute of Technology, Rajapalayam. In this lecture, we are going to see the convolutional neural network concepts. In this, we learn about what is deep learning, what are the basic concepts of neural network and its types, and how classification involved in deep learning concepts, and also what are all the classification algorithms used in deep learning. Then we can see about what is convolutional neural network and what is the working principle of convolutional neural network, and then etc. So these are all the topics covered by convolutional neural network. Now let us see what is deep learning. Before going to see deep learning concepts, first we know about what is artificial intelligence and machine learning. Artificial intelligence recreates human intelligence and behavior using algorithms, data, and models. Also, artificial intelligence predicts, automates, and completes tasks typically done by humans with greater accuracy and precision, cost, and then time saving. Then, what is machine learning? Machine learning is the subset of artificial intelligence. So, this is the type of artificial intelligence. It uses algorithms to learn from data to predict a pattern. It uses the methods from neural networks, statistics, and operations research, and so on. To identify the objects and perform complex tasks, we go for the deep learning concepts. Now, deep learning is the machine learning and neural networks. Deep learning is used to complete complex tasks and train models using unstructured data. For example, deep learning is commonly used in image classification tasks like facial recognition. A neural network is a method in artificial intelligence that teaches computers to process data in a way what is inspired by the human brain. It is a type of machine learning process called deep learning that uses interconnected nodes or neurons in a layered structure that resembles the human brain. Here, there are three types of neural network. First one is the artificial neural network, and second one is the convolutional neural network, and third one is the recurrent neural network. Artificial neural network. So it consists of three layers: input layer, hidden layer, and output layer. So this is a group of multiple neurons at each layer. Artificial neural network is also known as a feed-forward neural network because inputs are processed only in the forward direction. Artificial neural network accepts the inputs, the hidden layer processes the input, and the output layer produces the result. Next one is the convolutional neural network. It learns the multi-level features and performs image classification and segmentation problem. The building blocks of convolutional neural network is kernels. So these kernels are used to extract the relevant features from the input using the convolution operation. Next one is the RNN. So this is a recurrent neural network. Is a type of artificial neural network which uses sequential data or time series data. So this is the basic concepts of neural network. Next one is the classification. Classification is a supervised machine learning method where the model tries to predict the correct label of the given input data. The supervised machine learning is defined by its use of labeled data sets to train algorithms, that is, to classify the data or predict the outcomes accurately. In classification, the model is fully trained using the training data, and then it is evaluated on test data before being used to perform prediction on new unseen data. So there are different types of classification algorithms used in deep learning are as follows. First one is the convolutional neural network. It is good for complicated image classification. And second one is long short-term memory used to recognize the patterns in data sequences such as those that appear in sensor data. And the third one is recurrent neural network is good for sequence processing. Fourth one is generative adversarial network can create images that look like photographs of human faces, even though the faces don't belong to any real person. Fifth one is multi-layer perceptron is good for image classification algorithms. From this, we can only see the convolutional neural network concepts. Convolutional neural networks are distinguished from other neural networks by their superior performance with image, speech, or audio signal inputs. Convolutional neural network is a class of artificial neural network. It is most commonly applied to analyze the visual cryptography. CNN is a class of deep learning. We already know that it is similar to the basic neural network and it is heavily used in computer vision applications. CNNs use a mathematical operation called convolution in place of general matrix multiplication in at least one of their layers. In image classification involves assigning labels or classes to input images. Convolutional neural networks are commonly used for image classification as they can learn hierarchical features like edges, textures, and shapes, enabling accurate object recognition in images. Convolutional neural network have three main types of layers or it is said by components of CNN which are convolutional layer, pooling layer, fully connected layer. Convolutional layer are responsible for feature extraction. It refers to the process of transforming raw data into numerical features that can be processed while preserving the information in the original data set. They consist of filters that are convolved with the input images to capture the relevant patterns and features. Next one is the pooling layer. It reduces the spatial dimensions of the feature maps produced by the convolutional layers. Downsampling or max pooling is used to reduce the size of the output with minimal effect of features extracted. Next layer is the fully connected layers. The output of the last pooling layer is flattened and connected to one or more fully connected layers. So these layers learn complex relationships between features and the output class probabilities. This is the basic working principle of CNN. Convolutional neural network takes in the raw image data as input. In this diagram, the images are typically represented as matrices of pixel values. The dimensions of the input layer correspond to the size of the input images. For example, height, width, and color channels. It performs mathematical scalar product with the feature matrix and outputs as feature maps. At higher level, convolutional layer detect these patterns in the image data with the help of the filters. The output of the convolution layer is just an image with the filter passed over it. This is what the rectified linear unit, that is ReLU. This operation is applied to a ReLU is the activated neuron is not a linear function which simply returns the weighted sum plus a bias term. The pooling layer is added in a succession to the convolutional layer to reduce the dimensions. It is very important step in convolutional net. The pixel values of the input image are not directly connected to the output layer in partially connected layers. The purpose of fully connected layer is to use the high-level features for classifying the input image into the various classes based on the training dataset. Simply, these layers function as traditional neural network layers and classify the extracted features. The output layer represents the final layer of the CNN. It consists of neurons equal to the number of distinct classes in the classification task. The output layer provides each class's classification probabilities or predictions. It indicating the likelihood of the input image. It belonging to a particular class. These are all about the basic principle behind in convolutional neural network. So these are all the some of the various popular architecture of convolutional neural network. First one is the AlexNet, second one VGG net, third one GoogleNet, fourth one ResNet, fifth one is ZFNet. First we see about what is AlexNet. It is the first convolutional network to employ the graphics processing unit to improve the performance. Next one is VGGNet. The VGG architecture is the basis of groundbreaking object recognition models. The third architecture is GoogleNet. It utilizes inception modules which allow the network to choose between multiple convolutional filter sizes in each block. A fourth type is ResNet. It is used for computer vision applications. Then the fifth one is ZFNet. This design was motivated by visualizing intermediate feature layers and the operation of the classifier. Compared to AlexNet, the filter sizes and reduced and the stride of the convolutions is reduced. So that's all about the types involved in the convolutional neural network. So these are all the some of the applications used in convolutional neural network. First one is the decoding facial recognition. Facial recognition includes some of the major components. They are identifying every face in the picture, then identifying the unique features, focusing on each face despite external features such as light, angle, pose, and etc. Comparing all the collected data with already existing data in the database to match a face with the same. So second application is analyzing the documents. Convolutional neural networks can also be used for document analysis. This is not just useful for handwriting analysis, but also has a major stake in recognizers. For a machine to be able to scan an individual's writing and then Compare that to the wide database it has. It must execute almost a million commands a minute. The third application is the understanding climate. Convolutional neural networks can be used to play a major role in the fight against the climate change. Then the last application is advertising. CNNs have already brought in a world of difference to advertising with the introduction of programmatic buying and data driven personalized advertising. These are all the some of the softwares used in deep learning. So TensorFlow, Theano, Torch, Keras, Blocks, Cafe2, MXNet, and etc. Thank you. I think this lecture is very useful to refer the convolutional neural networks. Thank you. Thank you everyone.